All right. This is Matt from the Comic Hall crew, and I have got a very, very special unboxing video for you all today. I have received a package that I have been waiting on. I just got back in town. The package was here when I arrived. Excited. I'm going to let you in on the secret. This is an all Golden Age CGC haul. I can't wait to see what I got. I don't expect too much out of high grades out of CGC, but we're gonna take a look anyway. CGC Golden Age is just hard to get really high grades out of. But I've got a couple of books in there, and I think one or two of them are Silver Age, but the rest of them are all Golden Age. So I'm excited to see what I got. I've been waiting on these books to come back, and I got the notification while I was out of town that they would be home. And I was like, ooh, well, great. So I actually made it back as they were getting dropped off. So it was perfect timing. Of course, I've got my trusty X-Acto. We're going to pop this box open here and let us see what we got here, y'all. The box is too damn heavy. I didn't want to pick it up for the screen. So I was like, nah, I'll pick it up, but y'all can hear me cutting it open. All right, so we're going to open these up. So that way I don't know what's what. All right. So, well, and this the way they package them, hell, I can't help but see the grade. So I'm going to hide them from you all and then reveal them. So I'll just pull from the back. Oh, this is a nifty one. I'll tell you what, we'll go the other way. We'll work the other way. We'll work from this way. All right, awesome. Right out the gate, man, I'm excited to get this book back. All right, so right out of the gate, this is a book that I have been searching for a while. I got it a couple years ago at the Atlanta Comic Con. So if you saw my haul from the Atlanta Comic Con that was at the Georgia World Congress Center, then you saw that I got this book. I think it was last year, as a matter of fact, either last year or the year before last. But I went ahead and said, you know what, we go ahead and get this graded. One of my good buddies, who that has a copy of this book. So we are once again tied to help my friend. And this is Lobo #1. It's at a 5.5. This is a book that if you are out and about and you see this, man, pick this up. There is only, if I checked, I think I saw 165 of these actually graded on the census. This is a very rare book to find graded. So you find this, you're probably gonna, if you find it graded, you're gonna pay a premium. But if you might be able to look up and find this if you ask a dealer for it. And just make sure when you tell them you're looking for Lobo #1, you're looking for Dale Lobo #1. And the significance of this book is this is the first black superhero in their own comic book. So I think it's, yeah, first African American to headline their own title. So this is a little bit of a piece of history if you find this book. All right. Next up, get all this organized here. Gets even better. We have Lobo #2, which is even harder to find than the first. There was only 2 issues. This is the first and second issue. This one was under ordered because a lot of people at that time did not really care for a black character. So the books were a lot of times just thrown out if they got them. So a lot of these never survived. I did not check the census on these. I'll check, or by the time I upload this, I'll have a notation here on the screen here. But I want to say there's not a whole bunch of these out there, and I got really lucky on this because the guy who sold it to me under the impression he thought that a page was missing, so he gave me the book for a little or nothing. And so CGC got it, and they verified that it's complete. So I got the #2 complete at a 5-man, and I am thrilled. Only thing that drove me batshit crazy was, when I got the book, it had that on the back. Had that not been on the back, then we're probably looking at something that's a little bit higher. And I could have did a little pressing and cleaning. But a lot of times we read books like this, these are books I don't like to take gambles on. I'll just take what I can get because they're already hard to find. So I just take it and work with it. So, yep, this is Lobo #2 from Dell Publishing. So, all right. Next up is a book that I have had for a while. This was another book that I said I wanted to get graded. I am in the process of grading books that I have had for a minute. This is another one that I am thrilled to have. Could have did it with a little bit of a pressing and cleaning, but it's just one of those hard books to find, clean, and to get sorted well. And I remember I bought this book. I was actually with Al. We went to a comic convention, and the guy actually had the book up on the shelf. And I just asked him, how much he wanted for it. I think he quoted me at that time like 65, 75, something like that. And I just told him just take it on down, and I ended up buying it. And this is Peanuts #1. This is another Silver Age Butte. And I know I got this title Golden Age, but I've got some books that are Silver Age in here. But I think this is the last of the Silver Age, if I'm not mistaken. So these are just tough to look. And then the cool thing about it, it's actually got a virgin on the back. Pretty much virgin cover on the back. So, yep, this is the. This is also. It also includes there's a pin up in the back there. If you can see, there's a pin up in the back. So if you're looking for this, make sure you get the pin up as well. A lot of people are tearing pin ups out of books too. So be careful with that. All right. This is one that I found this deal. It was roughed up when I got it. I found this one on eBay, man. This was an eBay buy if I could remember. But it was roughed up. And I said, well, you know what? I'll just, one of my tried and true sayings when it comes to Golden Ages, you just grab the damn book and just deal with it afterwards. Because a lot of these books just don't pop up too often. This one popped up for $35, and that was probably because of the condition. And I was like, you know what? I don't give a damn about how bad this book looked. I'm going to pick it up anyway. So when I got this book, I'm sitting here looking at the grade now, and kind of like, wow, I was not expecting it to be that. I was looking at a 0.5, but hey, man, we'll take the 2 points. We'll take the 2.5 for the Crime Mysteries #11. This is a classic cover. This cover is actually right before the Comics Code came in. I think this was one of the ones that was leading right up to it. So glad to have this. Crime Mysteries is a tough one to find out there in the wild. And if you do find it, you're usually going to pay a premium for it. So, even with this being a low grade out in the wild, I went ahead and picked it up and got it graded. And we see here what it came back at. So excited to have that added to the collection. Yeah. Next up is a book. I actually saw this book originally at a comic convention, and the guy wanted so much for it. I just decided I'd hold out and look for it myself, and I'm glad I did. I actually found this book for a really, really good price. Had it for a while and just decided to get it graded. Probably could have pressed and cleaned, but there was a couple of things here that I just was like, no, I'll just leave it alone. And there's not too many of these out there on the census. This is Dog-Face Dooley #5, classic Good Girl cover here. So I was thrilled to able to add this one to the collection. Everybody knows that I love my Good Girls, and so anytime I can see them, I will get them. All right. Next up, some more Dog-Face Dooley. We got Dog-Face Dooley #2, another Good Girl cover, 4.5. So I was glad to have this and add this one to the collection already. That is, now it's graded, There's a couple of things here on the back there that probably kept this from being higher. I'd almost say if we did not have this fold here on the back, if you can see, I'm not sure if you can see it too well here in this light, but yeah, it's a fold in the back and a few things there. I think we probably could have got this over the line and probably got a 5.5 out of it. But you know what? 4.5 in golden age, I'm not gonna complain about it, man. I'm not gonna complain about it. So glad to be able to add that one to the CGC fam now. And here's another book that I got. This is a very tough book to find right here. I've showed this book before, but it is now back graded. And I was thrilled with the grade. It was exactly what I was hoping for because, like I said, some of these books are just so hard to come by. You're going to pay a premium for them. And when you can get one for a good price and then get it graded and it still comes back a decent grade, it really makes your day, man. And this is Taffy number 12. This is some good Mort Leave art. And once again, one of these good girl covers. This cover's actually been swiped a few times in comic lore. I think this is the first time this whole ice skating deal had been done. And so a lot of books after this kind of took us. You notice there was a lot of falling into holes type deal on ice skating that happened a lot. But anyway, was thrilled to add this one, man. This is a very, very tough book to find. Really in high grade period. So even getting this at mid grade is a win. And I'm excited to be able to add this one to my CGC collection. And I am absolutely thrilled. So glad to have received a good grade on that from CGC. You know, for me, man, I really think my sweet spot for grades is like, you know what, my really sweet spot for grades are really 3.5 to about 6. Anything else, man, is usually you're going to either find it in a collection. It's probably in one of those prestige. Christ, I just forgot the pedigree collections. I'm trying to get it up, trying to figure out pedigree collections, or it's someone who's had it for a while and they've just been sitting on it, and then they'll say, you know what, I just want to get rid of it. So high grade golden age is extremely expensive and extremely hard to find. So a lot of times, like I said, a lot of times if you see some of these golden age books, pick them up and get them graded. You just never know. You just hope that you don't get the purple label, and it's just really hard because my eyes are not trained as some of the other connoisseurs and in the hobby, to where I can spot retouching. There are certain books I can spot it on, but then there's certain books that I could look at it and couldn't tell. All right, so I want to give a shout out to TNT Comics. My man was looking out for me on this one here. This is a book I picked up recently. This is exactly what actually more than what I thought I was going to get for it. This is a testament to how CGC grades golden age books. So I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead here and pick this up while I can. And I saw it. It was just a perfect cover. The cover was still intact, and so I was, even though it does have tape on it, the cover was there, and it wasn't like a rip across the cover or bottom of it ripped off. So that's what the saving grace was for me. This is Captain Science number 2, 1.8. This is another one that I had been looking for a while. I saw it and was like, you know what? I quoted the price for the guy. The guy accepted it, and TNT Comics looked out for me. My fraternity brother was looking out for another brother. I appreciate that, man. And so got it. Took it right on over to CGC and got it graded. All right. This is another one that I got, and I was kind of surprised on this grade when I got it. I thought it was a little bit higher on this one, but it's probably because I had not pressed it, and I was like, I should have pressed this one, but I just wanted, like I said, a lot of these golden age books, I just want to get them out and get them graded when I get them. This is number 6. One thing for me with these good girl covers is if the cover is intact and looks well, presents well, generally I'm usually satisfied. So that's why a lot of times I just grab them and send them right on out to get graded. It looks pretty. It looks really good. Now I see what the problem was. I couldn't quite tell Yep. I know what the problem is. I know why I got a 4 on it. The 4 on this now. I know exactly why. Had this not happened here, I probably got a 6. Got a couple of issues here at the back. The back's a little dirty. Yeah. Had I thought about that, then and now that I'm thinking about it, when I looked at this, I kind of figured, like, you know what? If I clean this, it's gonna make it worse. And that's another thing too. So sometimes when you clean some of these books and try to press them, there's a tendency you could make it worse. So you just have to kind of use your better judgment when you do it. But hey, you know what? For like I told you, I'll take it all day. I would take it all day. Because see, some of these books I just really thought I was gonna bomb on. All right. Here is another one. I bought this from a guy at the Atlanta Comic Convention. This is a quarterly hotel show. I bought this off a guy, and if he's watching, he's gonna be real pissed. But I got it for a really, really good deal. And this is also another good girl cover. This is Scream Comics number 18. This is a classic, another good girl cover. And this one is hard to find at high grade. You don't find too many of these. I want to say there's under 18 on the census. Last I looked, I want to say it's really not a whole bunch of these. I do know that for a fact. There's not a bunch of these out there. I saw one sold recently with like a 1.5 something along those lines, but this is one that's tough to find. So glad to have been able to purchase this and finally have it graded and add it to the CGC collection. All right, y'all, we're almost there at the end. This whole tight. We got a few more books. Now, this is one that I got hammered on. And I'm going to tell you why I got hammered on. And I know exactly why I got hammered on this. Because I checked the notes on some of these. So I knew what I was getting on some of these books. And I did not know the centerfold was missing. And I did not realize that this book came with a centerfold. And I was like, damn it, that is why I got the low grade. That is why I got the low grade. Man, I tell you rip out the centerfold, man, they will make you pay for it on the Golden Age book. But we got a 0.5. Cover still looks good. It's a Gay Comics. This is some early timely. Was like, hey man, I was shocked. But they will pummel you on a missing centerfold. But hey, cover looks good, is intact. I told y'all a lot of times I buy these books for the cover. And I didn't pay much for this, so it really, really it doesn't hurt me at all. So all right, we're closing them out with a bang. So these next 3 books are going to be bangers. All right, you want to talk about another toughie to find out in the wild? This is one that I probably could have got pressed and cleaned. I thought about getting it pressed and cleaned. Like I told you, sometimes you can make matters worse. So I just left it like it was and took it. I remember I bought this book back in 2016. And back in 2016, I paid $150 for it. So I was like, you know what? I got it. When I saw the cover, I just thought the cover was absolutely beautiful. And so I held on to it until I wanted to get it graded. And here we are. This is Torchy number 4. This is classic Gil Fox cover art right here, man. So these torches are starting to heat up, man. I'm starting to see more and more of them pop up here and there, and they're starting to go for some change now. So I'm glad to have gotten that one and added it to the stash. All right, y'all, we're in the home stretch. 2 more to go here. Next up, here's a book. Just bought this book about 2 months ago. Al was standing right next to me when I bought this book. He saw me get this book for a good deal. The seller alerted me to what the significance of this book was. I was already had the book in my hand to buy it, and I knew immediately. I was like, oh well, I see Jack came in, so I got to buy this. And so when I got the book, I immediately stuck it to the side to get graded. I know Jack came out artwork a mile away, and I said, you know what? I picked that book up, got it, tucked it away, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing graded. And this is the first issue of Rula, the Jungle Goddess. This is number 17. Back in the day, they would flip titles. This was formerly Zoot Comics, so they went to Ruler, the Jungle Goddess. This is her first issue with the title. 4.0, Jack Kamen artwork is always a win. This is a tough one to find out in the wild. You see this book, you pick it up, you don't ask any questions. You get it and you go get it graded and you just tuck it away. This is a tough one to come by. So glad to have gotten that at a 4.0. I actually thought that it might have been a little bit rougher, but these old orangish covers, man, I think a lot of times that was just the way the book was designed, or the color palette was designed. But you know what? Gorgeous book. Presents really well, looks great. And last but not least is one I want to give a shout out to my man Dave for hooking me up with this one some years ago here, man. He got a collection in. I was in the store and he said, "Hey man, I just got a collection from some lawyers' offices." And he's like, from a lawyer's office, and he said, "Hey man, you want to go through that box, whatever you want in there, I'll let you get it for $200. And I said, "Okay, well, yeah, let me see what you got there." And lo and behold, man, one of the first books I picked out was a cover I had actually been looking for a while. I just never thought I'd been able to get it. There was a cover that if I saw it, I knew I was going to buy it. And lo and behold, I picked it up. It was in there. I've shown this book before already, but I'll show it again. This time encapsulated CGC with a 4.0. And last but not least, closing us out on this haul is Sensation Comics number 87. This is from 1949. You know what the cool part about this is too? There's also an ad for Miss Beverly Hills of Hollywood number 1 in here as well. So we've got a key and we've got a beautiful cover of Wonder Woman here. And so I was thrilled to finally have gotten this graded and added to the CGC collection. And that is it for this CGC Silver and Golden Age haul. So I hope that you all enjoyed this. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend about the Comic Haul crew. I am Matt, and I tell you what, we'll expand this because I got another box that came. I opened this box already, but it's just sitting here on the side. I'll show y'all this too. Some bonus books for the people. Bonus hour, bonus time. Here we go. This is some magazine stuff I ordered a year ago. Which y'all understand, it takes a year these magazines to come back. A year ago, and they are here. This is number 1, issue number 123. My girl Sade. The ice melts, but the fire rises. We've got Sade, and she's looking all radiant as she can be. That is a 5.5. I could give a damn. Sade is encapsulated. This will be sitting in my office. My new office is officially complete now, so I'll be starting to get stuff for that. Y'all know I collect my sports memorabilia as well. So we've got the first appearance of LeBron James on Sports Illustrated. Keep these over there. We've got the GOAT, depending on who you talk to, Leo Messi, on the cover of paper. This is paper issue number 4, volume 34. This is a tough one to find just because it's a tough one to get in high grade just because it's black. And I know exactly why I got dinged on this. Had that not happened, I probably would have got about an 8.5 on there. I had a little bit of a creasing issue there at the top of the book. And we have UEFA Champions League 93 minute. Now people are wondering what the hell is this all about right here and why do you have that? See exactly what this is. If you find this book out in the wild, grab it. This is the first appearance of Cristiano Ronaldo in his debut for Real Madrid. So excited to add this one to the collection. All right, and closing this out officially in this bonus time is a book that I was lucky to have gotten. I probably got about 8 copies of this, and so I'm actually going to go ahead and get all of them graded. But was thrilled to get this in high grade, and it came back because anything that comes from across the pond You just hope it comes in good condition. And so this one arrived in really good condition. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to get this graded, see if they grade it. And damn it, it fits in the slab. And so I'm thrilled that it works. So here we go. It is United Review, volume 65, number 1. Now, for all of my football fans out there, proper football fans, and if you're a United fan, you definitely know what this is. If you're not a United fan, then I'll tell you what this is. This is the first game in which Cristiano Ronaldo debuted. So this is his first appearance for for Manchester United, in conjunction with the one I just showed you all, his first appearance for Real Madrid. So this is going to close us out here. Once again, this is United Review 65, number 1. You may still be able to find a couple of these, but I think people have gotten hip to the game. And so, like I said, I've got a ton of these. So I'll be getting them graded. And thank you for joining me for this haul. Hope that you enjoyed the bonus books there that I've showed. I've got a couple of international good girl couples coming in. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just waiting for them to be graded. I will give you good news that CGC had graded those books in a timely manner. They actually arrived back early. So they arrived much earlier than what I anticipated. So I'm just letting you all know this. It seems like CGC is getting it together outside of those magazines. Now, those magazines, they took a year. But those other books, they took just a little bit of time, and it was back just like that. So, all right. Once again, make sure that you subscribe to us right here at the Comic Hall Crew. Make sure that you follow us on IG. Make sure you hit the bell, get the notification sound so that you can see when we do haul videos like this. Also, make sure you check out some of the other content that we have here up on the channel so that you can check out some of the goodness that we've had for over the last what's this, 22? Last almost 8 years. So we've got a lot of content here that you can check out. All right. Well, with that, my name is Matt. I hope you enjoyed this. Catch you again soon. I'm out. Peace.